Okay, I had this crazy idea. You know how the time bombs in all the movies are basically look like clocks, like regular old clocks that are jerry-rigged with wires and batteries and all this crazy looking stuff into like ignition timing devices. I just thought it'd make a really fun video, a really fun challenge to see if I could turn a regular little clock, which I just went and bought from the store, into an ignition timing device, like kind of similar to what would be on a time bomb or a, I don't know, like a rocket firing, timed firing, something like that, just for fun, to see if I could make an ignition timing device using just a clock I bought from the store and the stuff I've got here in the shop. Just to be very, very clear, I'm not making a bomb. I would not make a bomb. I'm not going to tell you how to make a bomb, ever. This is just for fun, just for entertainment, to see if I could turn this into some sort of timing device that will be connected to a battery so I can set off some fireworks or something. So YouTube, like, this is a perfectly fine video. I think this will be pretty fun. Let's see if I can do it. What do you know? It works. Now, how do you set the alarm? I wonder. Let's see. The alarm must be that red thing there. Whoa! That is seriously annoying. There are pretty much no words to describe how happy I am. I don't have one of these waking me up every morning. Instructions are for women. Okay, I think the first thing to do will be to take this thing apart and see what we've got to work with. So let's get rid of the battery. This thing is actually very, very simple to disassemble, so I am happy about that. One last little screw there. Ah! And then we should be able to, yes, lift that right out. Nice. And then we can take out this glass plate. Yes, 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 yes! That is exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, so there are basically two ways I can think of doing this. The first way is to utilize the actual alarm ringing system it's got going here. The way I'm thinking you could do that is to hook up a wire to the bell ringer. First I'd have to disconnect these two. I'd have to cut through this piece here so that these two aren't connected. And basically I would connect one of these to the one wire, and I'd connect the other wire to this thing so that when it started ringing, it would complete the circuit. The problem with that way of doing it is that it's not held in one particular direction. It goes back and forth. So basically it would connect the circuit and disconnect the circuit over and over again. And that might be enough to set something off, but I don't know. That's probably not the best way of doing it. So the other way of doing it is to take the actual clock here, connect one terminal to a metal piece which I would stick on one part of the clock face, and then connect the other end of the circuit to one of the hands so that when the hand moved a certain amount of time, however long you wanted to set the timer for, the two would connect, complete the circuit, and set it off. I think that's the better way of doing it, so that's the way I'm gonna go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the seconds hand because that's just going to get in the way. Oh shoot. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that off right there. Yep. Now I've got a screw here which I'm going to put right in the middle of this 3. Sweet. Okay, now I'll go ahead and put the clock back together. Still works. Lovely. Let's see what we got here. Got some nice thin wires here. Okay, I believe I'm gonna be using this wire because it's stiffer. I like that. Alright, there's one wire. I'm taking some more wire to wrap it around this because that one wire wasn't long enough. That looks pretty silly. Let's plug it back in. Yep, still works just fine. But, dang it. Now we need to hook it up to a power supply. I'll do that using this cord right here, which I'll go ahead and plug into the wall. Then I'll take our other ends here, go ahead and connect these up. Kidding. We'll be using an 18-volt drill battery instead of plugging it into the wall. Now I need to figure out an ignition system. I'm going to go ahead and tape these wires to the terminals. And then these ends will be connected to this wire here. And then these two leads will be connected to our bomb. To test it and see if it works, I'm hooking it up to this model rocket ignition thing. And start the timer. It works. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to try to set off this M150 here. I've packed steel wool around the fuse, and I'm going to connect these two to the steel wool, and hopefully that will do it. Dang it. That didn't work and it started melting the wires that were smoking a second ago. Wow, that. Whoa! Alright, got it rewired. Let's try again. Yes! Okay, now how I set that one off was I took these little teeny tiny strands of copper wire, which I pulled out of some of the wiring, and I wrapped it around and around and around the fuse, so that when I connected the clips, to the top and the bottom of it, it would short on the wire would instantly glow red hot, which would set off the fuse. So if I go ahead and connect it, booyah. We can also do this hooked up to the air cannon. Woo! Now I'm going to do a bottle rocket. Alright guys, that's about all for this little mini project. Hope you enjoyed the video. One thing I will say about this, if you do this, be extremely careful that with the wiring and everything, it's so easy to miswire something or to accidentally let a couple of wires cross while you have it plugged up to, say, a firecracker, and you really don't want something like that to happen and then have whatever you're hooking this up to go off really close to you. I was wearing eye protection and ear muffs and, earphone, my ear protection, you know. I was wearing that and I was being really careful what I was doing, so just keep that in mind if you try to do this. You take all responsibility for your actions and mistakes. I take no responsibility for what you do after watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing. Drop me a like down below if you liked it as well. That'd be really nice. I'll see you on the next episode of Jake Makes. Jake out.